I'm guessing you've either tried creating and selling digital products in the past or are considering just getting started. And there's a lot of information out there which can get confusing, especially if you're an artist. Many times that info overload can prevent you from even starting. My name is Tila, and if you've been concerned about how to have the best chance for a product success, I want to put those concerns to rest. You can do this. You just need the right game plan to get started. In this video, I'm sharing 3 tips I use every time I make a new digital product, and I've been making them since August of 2009. Although I was about 7 years into making products before I finally nailed these down, they are tried and true, and I lean on them anytime I'm brainstorming my next digital product. So 2009 is kind of a long time ago, but luckily digital products have gotten a lot easier to sell online since then. So if you've ever had a digital piece of artwork or thought of selling some kind of digital piece that you have online, now is the time to do it. It's important to get started. I know that it can be super scary. It definitely was for me, but just knowing that you have this asset that's online that could be selling literally any hour of any day, for me, it just brought enormous peace of mind. And today I'm working on a brand new brush set. So I wanted to give you a behind the scenes peek at what I'm calling my experimental phase, what that process looks like. So I'm going to go grab some supplies and get started. There are so many things that you can make and sell as a digital artist. I personally make Procreate brushes, which you saw me working on, as well as fonts, clip art, and texture packs. But there are plenty of other opportunities too for digital products like photo presets, stationery templates, social media templates, mock-ups. The list just goes on and on. So now I want to share 3 tips that took me over 7 years to figure out. And these tips I use every single time I'm beginning a brand new product. This will definitely answer that question. How do I get started? Where do I start? And how do I decide what to make that'll have the best chance of selling? Tip number 1 is create a product that there's a demand for. And this might seem like a no-brainer, but you'd be surprised how easy it is to end up down a rabbit hole of working on something that you love, not realizing that there really isn't a huge demand for the thing that you like working on that you want to sell. So luckily there's a really easy way to figure this out, and all you have to do is visit any online marketplace. There's so many these days. So ones that I would recommend are Creative Market, Design Bundles, or the Hungry JPEG. Those are 3 really good ones to check out that have items that are in the mid to higher price range, which is where we want to be. And that's tip number 2, but we'll get there in just a minute. As far as finding out if something has a demand, as soon as you visit any of these websites, whether it's on the homepage or in the category that you're thinking about creating a product in, just look at how the products are ordered. And within, I would say like the first 2 to 3 rows, those are the best selling items. And it makes sense because a marketplace is going to show you items that have a history of selling really well first, because it gives them the best chance of capturing a sale from anyone visiting their website. So have a look there. If you see something that kind of relates to the idea that you have for a product, you're in great shape for continuing on. Tip number 2 is to avoid creating low-priced products. And this one can be a little deceptive because at first you might think there will be a whole bunch of buyers if you offer a cheaper product. But a lot of other people think that too, and that's why marketplaces like Etsy and Creative Fabrica are just flooded with super low-priced products, and it's just not a game that you want to be a part of, because you have to make up for in volume what you're losing out on with price. And with so much competition, it just becomes that much more difficult. So my recommendation is to find higher priced products that have a history of selling at the higher price. And I'm not talking about anything crazy. I'm talking about like around $10 or more. And there are a lot of product categories that meet this criteria. So focus on creating really high quality products, build up that reputation of being a great shop that offers high quality goods for your buyers, and you'll need fewer sales to meet your passive income goals. Tip number 3 is to create a product that either solves a problem, improves the process, or makes something more enjoyable. If you want to know how to stand out from your competition before you create anything, go in with the intention of creating a product that solves a problem, improves the process, or makes something more enjoyable. So I'm going to give you a few examples here. Something that would solve a problem would be a mock-up set. If I'm creating a set of Procreate painting brushes, I want to show those painting brushes in a painting displayed inside of a room. So mock-ups solve that problem for me, and I'm able to put that together quickly, and this allows me to stand out better from my competition, so that's solving a problem. Improving a process would be like photo presets or video presets. If I can quickly apply those to my video footage or my photos, that improves my process because it makes it quicker and easier for me. Something that could be more enjoyable is a great set of digital brushes. With my Procreate painting brushes, I'm aiming to make the painting process more enjoyable for my user. Whichever you decide to do, whether you're solving a problem, improving a process, or making something more enjoyable, make sure that you're calling that out in your product description and showing it off in your preview images. If you're solving a problem, for example, you want to make sure the buyer knows what that problem is and how your product solves it. That way, when they look at your product and consider your product, they're convinced that this is the product for them. Do this every time and you'll be golden. So spend the next week doing your product research, visit those marketplaces, take your notes, make sure you're choosing a product in a category that has a history of selling at around $10 or more, and then list out whether or not you're solving a problem, improving a process, or making it more enjoyable. Is that like stuck in your head now? So once you have all of those listed, you'll be well on your way to creating your digital product. And if this video is helpful, please let me know in the comments section. And also, if you have any questions about making or selling digital products, I'd love to hear them. So please place those in there as well. I read them all. All right, I'm going to get back to work, so I will see you next week.